Yeah,
I
was it?
start off with a camera lens. Like, you can't go wrong with a camera lens, you know. But if you
Mm.
want to get into telescopes, you have to go with refractor, you know. Like, because with a refractor, you can it's a lot easier with a refractor because you're just sticking your camera on the end of it, you know. And with a camera, you can get do it with a DSLR and a refractor telescope, something like a focal length of say 250 or 430, which is opening up a whole lot of sky. So your your mount wouldn't have to be precise. You won't get as much star trails if the sky is open that much. So I started off with a Z73 with a focal length of 430 at f5.9, and it was brilliant. The guy was getting photos straight away. Like, you do see people getting into this hobby and they buy a big, huge telescope, big, massive one. There's nothing but learning in it, and they don't enjoy it because it takes some months to get used to it. But people do forget. I done that much research. I bought the William Optics Z73, and then I bought a Black Cat C73 because I wasn't auto guiding at the time. Because when you get into the deep into space with the big focal lengths, you need to be auto guiding. So I had to learn how to auto guide first, you know. So this is why I went wide, where I was just doing it with a tracking mount, and I was only doing it by polar alignment, and I was getting like 4, 5, 6 minute pictures, just polar alignment. And then I got into the ASR Pro, which is a brilliant little gadget, you know, that way where it's so easy to use once you get your head around it. And there's a lot of YouTube videos on it as well, you know. And I got it the ASR, and that did your polar alignment as well for you. So you're getting more precise polar alignments, because the more polar aligned you are, the less star trails you're going to get. That had a simple way of auto guiding as well, where you just press it. It's just so easy to use, you know, that way. And that's what I like. I like things that are kind of easy, you know. The hobby is, there's a lot in this hobby. You don't need to complicate things, you know. So I bought the ASR because I thought it was easy, where I can do it on my tablet. And I learned how to auto guide. I learned how to plate solve. I learned that, and then I learned all that. And then I went to a big focal length. And that's when I got the Celestron HD Edge. So I start off with a refractor with 430 or 250 focal lengths, which opens up the sky so much. So your mount can be a bit forgiving, you know, so you're not going to get that much star trails. If you start off with a big, huge telescope with big focal lengths, you're not going to enjoy it because you're just going to have nothing but headaches and problems. You have to learn in small little steps to get to where you want to be. Look, I'm only at this a year and a half, and I'm still not where I want to be yet, you know, but I'm on the right track, you know, that way. And like I said, people are saying, why did you put up the photos from the start? Because I want to see my own progress. How you said it there in the Instagram as well. I put up my crap photos because then I can look back at them in a year or two, and like, it's mad even when a memory comes up and all, look how bad the photo was last year to what it is now. So just, you can only imagine what it'd be like now in another 2 or 3 years if I keep doing what I'm doing. And that's just research, making sure you're buying the right equipment. No point buying a big whopper of a telescope and not being able to do anything. You have to start off small, you know. Like, camera lens is brilliant, you know. And I didn't. I just bought the C73 because I know what I'm like. So I just bought a telescope straight away because I done the research and I knew what I was. I knew what that was the right way to go, you know. And I learned a lot off YouTube videos as well. YouTube videos are brilliant, like, you know. And
Yeah.
I learned the night sky. It's this girl who taught the constellations. Then I got great tips off Astro Backyard, then and then Steve Hanlon, and then there's another fella called Carl O'Brien as well. He helped me out a lot. Them two are the Irish, where I can just ring them, you know.
Yeah.
So join an astronomy club and then get phone numbers. And don't be afraid to ask questions. There's no stupid questions in this hobby, you know. Like, everyone had to learn sometime, you know the way. And I asked a hell of a lot of stupid questions. So but it's the only way you're gonna learn, you know. If you're not gonna say anything, you're not gonna learn. You have to ask questions.
Yeah.
You know, that's just for me now, but that's how I learn. I ask every question possible. And I even ask the questions what could go wrong. So it doesn't go wrong. Like last night was my first time out with the Celestron HD Edge, like, and nothing went wrong. Like with that big focal length, because I've done that much research. Like I was actually quite happy. I was a bit surprising as well. But I still got a photo in the end of it. But like I said, I'd done a lot of research before. Like I was 4 or 5 months buying stuff for this big setup. And then I was 4 or 5 months doing research on big focal lengths as well. So what could go wrong? But nothing like that went wrong. So I kind of went smoothly. I only threw out 2 pictures or something, 3 pictures. So everything went according to plan, like, you know.